Why was the hardest Geometry Dash level forgotten? Let's find out. It's a video by Sync. For those of you who don't know, Thinking Space 2 took like 4 months to get rated, and then it got rated top 1. It got placed at top 1 of the Demon list only after it got rated. So that whole time it was unrated, it could have been a top 1 Extreme Demon. But now Flame Wall got verified, and people are saying it got robbed. So let's watch.
Spent 7 entire months verifying the hardest level in Geometry Dash history. 80,000 attempts were spent, and hours upon hours of time were poured into this level. Apparently, the experience was horrible and tested their raw determination to its limits. Despite all of
wow, Zoink took 7 months on this level? That's a long time for Zoink. Holy crap.
RobTop, the creator of Geometry Dash, took over 3 months to both see the level and rate it. So why was this monumental level forgotten? Does RobTop hate Zoink? Is there something secret going on? As a Geometry Dash moderator who sends levels to RobTop, I believe there are 3 reasons why the level
trusted source
has taken so long to get rated, each of which is more important and intriguing than the last. So strap in, it's time to think in this space. 2. The first reason is just that maybe it just took a long time for RobTop to see it. You know, Rob has been slacking on demons. You know it, I know it, we all know it. He just kind of doesn't rate them as often right now. He used to rate them a lot more often. Now, I don't blame him entirely. They're honestly harder to play through because Rob does play the level he rates, usually. They just take up more time because you have to navigate through fake blocks, execute hard timings, etc. Even in practice mode, it just takes a long time to play these levels.
Valid.
I assume it's probably the same for RobTop. Thinking Space 2 could just be, you know, unlucky or in the back of a queue of a billion demons or something. One could argue that's pretty bad for the hardest level to be ignored for what, like 3 months? But it's not like this level hasn't been sent by a bunch of moderators. I'm pretty sure it has. Furthermore, everyone knows about it. It's not like we actually forgot that Thinking Space 2 existed. So maybe Rob just hadn't seen it yet. In my personal opinion, the level seems to be around the same decoration quality.
He said hot take. What does that mean?
There's a lot of stuff in the awarded tab, so I doubt Rob saw it and said, "Nuh-uh, I hate it!" And I'd argue that assumption is right because he ended up featuring it in the end. But even though the level does have...
Yeah, that's one thing, because if the level only got star rated, there's a chance that maybe he just didn't like it, but then there was enough community pressure, so he was like, alright, I'll star rate it. But he gave it a feature, and if it's featured, like, he obviously liked it enough to not just do it right, he featured it. So, I mean, he definitely liked the level. Like, I feel like he legitimately just somehow didn't see it, which is weird. I don't know how you don't see a level like this, but whatever.
Decoration quality consistent with the awarded tab. Many seasoned Geometry Dash creators know that that doesn't guarantee a rate. That's why I stream myself sending levels to RobTop. If you want to stay updated on Geometry Dash news or want your level rated, you should like and subscribe, or maybe use that new button. They added a new button. What I'm saying is that there's just...
Give Sync some love! I'm already subscribed. Like and subscribe. Watch this video. He has some other videos, too.
There's too many levels for Rob to go through. For a level to really entice people to vouch to Rob for a level to get rated, a level should be unique and different from all the levels around it. And that being said, reason 2, Thinking Space 2 isn't really that interesting of a level. I'm not saying the level is bad. I assume some people really like Thinking Space 2. Maybe. But I mean, it doesn't really have the flair to stick out, you know? Amethyst had that crystal design style, Tidal Wave had that beach theming, Slaughterhouse and Grief have a hell theme, but even that's overdone. Thinking Space, its theme is gray. Like,
yeah, I guess that's a fair thing to say. Thinking Space 2, I mean, I'm going to be honest, when Thinking Space 2 first got announced, and they showed off the decoration, I did not like the level at all. I was like, this is a disgrace to the original Thinking Space. This, like, does not do justice to the original. But then over time, I lightened up, and I realized, you know what? It's not that deep. It doesn't have to look like this one, the OG. Because the OG is very controversial, too. A lot of people don't like the way it looks. I love the way Thinking Space 1 looks. Let me pull it up quick, actually. I personally think that Thinking Space 1 is one of the greatest levels. It's so unique and interesting, and I love, like, the 2.0 look. The song is very interesting. Like, this is just a cool level. It's weird. A lot of people don't like the decoration, but I do. I think this level is unique, and that's a very important thing. That's where Thinking Space 2 falls flat, in my opinion. I'm gonna be honest, the main thing carrying it is the song. The song is a lead. And it's good. I mean, these designs are good. The details are good. But, I mean, it's not, like, particularly, like, super memorable. I like this, though, the whole black hole. But yeah, like, I mean, I don't know, like, now that I'm looking at it, it does feel memorable, but that might just be because it's the top one. Of course, I'm gonna, like, think about this level more, but I don't know, like, I do like this level. I think it'd be crazy to say this is a bad level, by any means. It's a very good level. Does it do justice to Thinking Space 1? Maybe not. But is it a good level on its own? Yeah, I'd say so. Let's get back to Sync's video.
I mean, you could argue the theme is space because some of the backgrounds are spacey, but like, some of the backgrounds are mountains too, so, well, what I'm saying is that there's not really a consistent theme other than space backgrounds and gray designs. It doesn't stick out like some other top ones in the past. It doesn't help that it's a sequel to one of the most notoriously hated levels in Geometry Dash.
Nah, bro, Thinking Space is peak!
Thinking Space, like whenever the original Thinking Space got rated, half of the community had a conniption. Like the hate for that level was immense. Honestly, I always liked the original Thinking Space, but I like it because it's bad, you know? It's the fact that it caused such a controversy that gave it aura. Thinking Space 2 isn't really controversial except for the fact that it hadn't been rated for a while, and it honestly plays design choices a lot safer than the original Thinking Space does. Like, it's pretty standard design.
That's a good way to put it. This level is very standard. It doesn't stand out too much. Like, again, I do like the space thing. I think it's a cool level. But, like, if you're going to remake Thinking Space, one of the most notoriously bizarre levels, controversial, it's like, you know, I feel like this level should have tried some different things. But again, that's another thing. It's scary for creators to try new things in the current creator space. Because people do try new things, and sometimes it doesn't land. Like, Tidal Wave, for example. The whole beach theme with, like, the glowy stuff and, like, the simple backgrounds, like, that didn't land for a lot of moderators, and obviously didn't land for RobTop because it took forever to get rated, and it only got a star rate after all that. So, like, it's hard. You want to try new things, but sometimes trying new things can lead your level to not getting rated because RobTop doesn't like it. So, it's tough. It's tough. Like, I can see why they would want to play it safe, but I do feel like for Thinking Space 2, it should have been a little more abstract.
Plays design choices a lot safer than the original Thinking Space does. Like, it's pretty standard design. Furthermore, the gameplay. Apparently the gameplay is super duper ultra omega bad. I know it's a bit early to judge gameplay. Another top 2, Avernus, started out by people saying that it had bad gameplay, and then people came around on it, and now it's good, but that's besides the point. But the gameplay at the very least looks pretty miserable to play, and supposedly Zoink didn't like it either, judging by their description of the level. But like, having good gameplay can give some merit to an average looking level. Like, when I heard Tidal Wave was a fun level according to top players, I thought more highly of it, even though I'm not really a fan of the decoration of that level. Thinking Space 2, well, it doesn't seem fun from what we know so far, but that could change in the future when more people try playing it. All of this is to say that Thinking Space 2 just doesn't stick out a lot. I'm personally not too motivated on vouching for the level to get rated because it feels just like another design level to me. Other moderators could feel the same way, I don't know. This is just my...
Yo, real quick, is it in the background, is this Geometry Dash? This looks like a whole different game, but like it also looks like Geometry Dash, I can't tell.
Opinion. It's not like I think it shouldn't have gotten rated. I just didn't really mind if it got rated or not, because I'm not really invested in that type of level. If you're invested in or follow top level play a lot, this level is way more important. I'm not. I'm more interested in random unknown creators getting their first creator points, or seeing creator point grinders do that thing they do. I'm more in that scene. Honestly, I didn't really even think about sending the level until Zoink asked me personally to, so I should probably do that. Moderators are supposed to send levels based on what they think should be rated by their own standards. Every mod has their own view on what should or shouldn't be rated and how they should send levels. And perhaps there's something to say about the fact that there's not a lot of people invested in top play that can send levels, but that's a can of worms I really don't want to open.
Yeah, that's a can of worms. Yeah. No, that's one thing, chat, I'll say. The moderator team in Geometry Dash lacks top players. But it's difficult because, like, to be a moderator, you need to know, like, at least the principles of Geometry Dash level making and, like, what makes levels good and whatnot. And there's not a whole lot of top players who want to be moderators, to be honest. So it's hard to find an overlap to somebody who is a top player and could be moderator worthy. But, you know, we got some people, like WizKid got promoted, WizKid05, and honestly, though, other than that, I'm probably one of the best players on the mod team, which is not good, because, like, I'm struggling with the Autogarasu. Obviously, I can't give a solid opinion on Thinking Space 2. That's a little bit out of my skill range, like, when I'm talking about gameplay, but yeah. It's a difficult issue to solve, but it is an issue that I think the mod team is definitely aware of.
Irregardless of that, there's something about top levels, including Thinking Space 2, that makes it personally demotivating for me personally to interact with them. It's probably one of, if not the most important reason why this level has seemingly been forgotten, and could be why it's taken longer for other top levels to get rated. It's also my most controversial opinion yet, that being community pressure. This is my hot take. Realistically, this should have the opposite effect, right? The community says X should be rated, so I should be more motivated to try and get X rated. The problem is that it can get annoying after the millionth time someone says, rate Thinking Space 2, especially if they're excessively rude about it. I looked at a Reddit thread literally 5 minutes ago talking about how the Towerverse 2 wasn't rated, and almost every single comment was talking about Thinking Space 2, a completely different level. Like, I made a question in my level request form that said, what levels are popular or really good that you think should be rated? It can't be your level. And probably 1 in every 3 of these responses was Thinking Space 2. I've seen Twitter posts about Thinking Space 2 a lot. I've seen Reddit posts about Thinking Space 2 a lot. It's just like...
Okay, but justified. I think people should absolutely be upset about this level took months to get rated. I think RobTop deserves criticism for not rating it for so long. I think it's completely valid.
A lot of interaction for a level that looks average and allegedly plays horribly. I admit that how the level looks and plays is absolutely...
That's a fair point too. The gameplay is probably, like, even Zoink said he hated it. But it's kind of hard because, like, is there any fun top 1? That might be controversial for me to say, but I feel like there's no way top 1s are even fun. Like, I feel like when it gets that hard, is it even fun anymore? And especially, like, if you say this top 1 is not fun, yeah, it probably isn't. I don't think people were particularly fond of Cataclysm when it came out either. I mean, that's 9 years ago. It's, like, kind of irrelevant of an example, but still. I don't know. I feel like most top 1s are, like, probably not fun. But, like, I don't know.
Absolutely not the main draw. It's the fact it is the hardest Geometry Dash level, and it took 7 months to verify. There's more effort put into it than most Geometry Dash levels if we're judging just by effort. But it's different from something like Flame Wall, which I believe to have some insane decoration over a super long runtime. And supposedly Flame Wall is fun too? With Thinking Space 2, it just gives off the vibe that some people think it should be rated because of its merit of being the hardest level, and not because its decoration and gameplay are good. Obviously this is...
See, that's another thing. See, my opinion is when there's, like, a top level verified, there's been many times where the level wasn't, like, perfect decoration-wise. But I personally think that if somebody's, like, going to verify a top 10 level, sure, maybe it won't be the greatest decoration ever, because a lot of these levels take so long to get finished and get verified that by the time they do end up getting uploaded, they're outdated. But, like, I feel like they should still be given, like, this might be controversial, but I think that if a level's, like, top 10 or whatever, it should be given a little bit of special treatment. I think it should get priority over other things because they are a bigger deal to the community. I said it.
Not everyone. It might not even be a majority. There are many people who like Thinking Space 2's decoration, but I personally don't think I'd say it's, like, worthy of an epic rate or anything. But, like, from my perspective, I'm seeing an average level with allegedly terrible gameplay. If these same aspects described a 7-star, I wouldn't send it. That being said, demons have been going really slow recently for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's because Rob wants each demon to get more downloads. Maybe Rob is working on 2.21 or whatever update he's on. But
Yeah, right.
Posting mean comments to Twitter or Reddit because the level hasn't been rated right away gets annoying to look at.
Okay, that's another thing though. I don't think it's a bad thing to pressure RobTop, but I mean, commenting about Thinking Space 2 or, like, whatever's unrated and, like, every single video or post you look at is not exactly constructive. Maybe RobTop's replies, yeah. But yeah.
Especially as someone that both genuinely cares about what levels do or don't get rated, and can't do much about it beyond sending them. There are a ton of demons, some of which I've covered in my shorts, that I think should be epic or legendary that haven't been rated for months. These are levels that probably took hundreds of hours of work from people creating, that still aren't rated either. If Thinking Space 2 had amazing gameplay and stellar decoration, I can imagine it would have gotten rated far quicker. It didn't really take Amethyst or Nullscapes much time to get rated. Having the main draw be difficulty just makes it not as high of a priority, I guess. But the longer the level doesn't...
I mean, that's valid too. Like, some mods and a lot of people, regular players too, probably just didn't like this level, and that's fair too.
Get rated, the more people will ask for it to be rated, and the more people who ask for it to be rated, the more annoying the asking will get. That cycle happened with Tidal Wave for a very long time. Remember how almost every Twitter post was about the fact that Tidal Wave wasn't rated?
Yeah.
I personally just didn't want to interact with it anymore. Now, I don't think the people asking for the level to get rated are in the wrong. I believe it's reasonable to be frustrated with the slowness of demons getting rated. But if you're posting about an unrated level or DMing a mod about an unrated level, I think it'll help your case if you're just kind and respectful. In the end, the only person who has influence on what gets rated or not is RobTop. So, if something's not getting rated, that's all up to him. In the end, most levels that should be epic or higher do usually end up getting rated eventually. It's just a shame that it takes so long sometimes.
Yeah.
So, the system could be better, but at least most of the good levels do get rated eventually.
Valid. Yo, good video, Sync. Good video. Go show Sync some love. Yeah, I think you brought up some very interesting points. I mean, I kind of talked about it throughout the reaction. But yeah, I think that it is a shame it took so long to get rated. And then Flamewall comes out and gets rated in a week. And it's unfair to compare levels like that, because, I mean, every level has a different story. But, like, I feel for Cairo X and Zoink. Like, it has to be frustrating that they get rated. And the worst part is, that's not the only level. Like, there's plenty of other top levels right now that just aren't getting rated. For example, quanti-use processing. This got verified 8 months ago. 8 months ago. And, like, I feel like, yeah, the decoration's not stellar, but it's charming. It's a pretty good level. Like, if we go, like, a random point, like, this is pretty cool decoration. And RobTop usually loves, like, simple RobTop-esque designs like this, you know? But this part's funny, though. I like it. Like, why is the whole level follow? I don't understand this part. This part's weird. I don't know what's going on here. This looks like Hello Fitzgerald. But yeah, I think this should get rated. I'm amazed this isn't rated. An example I'm even more surprised by is another super buff level, Silent Locked. Also verified 8 months ago. Bro, look at this level. These are, like, traditional designs. I don't think there's any complaints about this gameplay being terrible. Like, I can't believe Silent Lock did not get rated yet. Like, look, this is cool. Like, wouldn't you guys say this is a cool level? Okay, and this is going to be egotistical, but just to finish off the super buffed trilogy, there's Silent Locked, quanti-use processing, and all I'm going to say, Time Extreme. Time Extreme. All I'm going to say is, okay, there's a little level, Time Extreme. You know, might be a little outdated in some parts, but, you know, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. This level exists. But nah, if Time Extreme didn't get rated, I get it, because this level has a lot of, like, you know, obviously outdated stuff. If this didn't get rated, I understand it, but Silent Locked, it definitely needs to get rated. That one's the most surprising to me. Defeated Circles, okay. I think if this doesn't get rated, I totally see why. I don't think this is a very good level. Let me look at it again. Yeah, like, look at it. It's just, it's very copy-pasty. It's a 9 circles levels, which are just so overdone. Like, every single structure is copy-pasted. The colors are not interesting. The song is not good. Like, I don't know. I mean, it's fine. I could see, if it got star rated, that'd be cool, but I think this is, like, bottom priority compared to some other unrated stuff. I don't know, like, it's a cool level, but I don't think, like, if this didn't get rated, I could kind of understand it. It's not the most appealing thing to a lot of people. I don't know. I personally don't really like this level. I'll say that I did send it for star rate, because I do think it should be star rated. I don't like it, but I still think it should be star rated. What else is there? Centipede. This is another one. It's just a 9 circles level with very generic design. If this didn't get rated, I'd also understand it.
Tarantulas aren't immune.
The song is so odd. But, like, it's very copy-pasty. It's 9 circles. Like, we've seen it a million times already. It doesn't do anything new. Yeah. Again, though, it's a fine level. I'm pretty sure I sent this for star rate, but I could see why this wouldn't get rated. And then I'm going to bring up an underrated example, bro. Stellar Night. This, I will never understand how this didn't get rated. I mean, I know it has a Not on Newgrounds song, and generally, RobTop doesn't like rating stuff where the song isn't, like, able to be had in Geometry Dash. Chat, Stellar Night is the most underrated, unrated level. This song is so elite, bro. And, like, yes, the designs aren't the craziest thing ever, but, like, it's something you would see in the featured tab, I feel like. Like, I feel like it's a pretty typical level in that regard. And I really like this thing where, like, there's, like, these, like, parts of the structures that are, like, translucent. Bro, this level is such a vibe. I love the level. Bro, Aura. All of Ice Cave's levels are Aura. Like, it's a good level, bro. I can't believe it's not rated. And this part, like, this part is objectively good, I feel like. Like, maybe I'm tripping. Like, am I tripping, chat? I feel like this is good, right? Wait, why does this go hard? Yeah, chat. Bro, Stellar Night by Ice Cave. Go watch this level. It's a good level. It's so good. I can't believe it's not rated. Another Ice Cave level. Love by Ice Cave. This level is another one. This is a cool one. I mean, this one, the decoration's a little more outdated because it's like update 1.9, but it's still good, I think. I think this level, like, is a good level. I could see it getting star rated. My only complaint is the 3D. The 3D is, like, not good. That's the only thing. I like this level, though. Ice Cave has really bad luck with raids usually, though. It's sad. It's a very, like, cool, like, 1.9 level. I like this. This looks so freaking hard. There's so many, like, weird, like, impossible clicks. But look at the drop, though. Look at the drop. Bro, it's so good! It's so good! Another Ice Cave level, chat, is Final Destination. Now, this is a controversial one. This is controversial for sure, but this level, it's 3.5 minutes long, and you might be looking at it like, bro, that's not rate worthy. And yeah, like the beginning is very simple, but something I really appreciate about this level is, like, if you guys watch the whole level, by the way, the song is a banger, just, y'all will see it. Just wait. Like, listen to the song, bro. Yeah! I love this level. But it's the 8 jumps of hell turned into a 3.5 minute pink level. But the thing about it is, they add more details in every single part. So it starts off like blank. You skip ahead a little bit. Now you have like little faces out of orbs and stuff like that. You skip ahead a little bit more. And now you have these slopes that make the structures more interesting. You skip ahead more. And then you have like these heart decorations. And then you have some club set monster faces. And like as the level goes on, it progressively adds more and more details. And it's just really cool. And then by the time you get to the final part, like, look at this, there's more details, but look at the final part. Look at this final part, bro. This is peak. Just look, just look. Aura incoming. Bro, this song is so catchy. Bro, this looks so hard, though. I think this level's just straight aura, though. Still empty. I mean, yeah, this level's a little bit more empty. Again, like, I wouldn't, like, go and push crazy for this to get rated. However, I did send this for star rate because I think it's really cool. I think it's more of an abstract level. I love this level. All right, that's enough glazing Ice Cave, though. I love Ice Cave levels. I think all of them should be rated. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Let me know what you guys think about this.